I want to talk about one of my favorite guys growing up, Deion Sanders. Hey, dog, you ain't that young, okay? Like, growing up, Deion, you was a grown-ass man when Deion Sanders was at Florida State with a Jerry curl. I want to talk about one of my favorite guys growing up. Say, bro, come on now. I mean, you look great. You take good care of yourself. Black don't crack and all that. You look fantastic.
Appreciate
but I mean,
Thank
come on, man. Like my favorite,
love you, man.
Like our favorite guys growing up. I had his football card. You were probably covering his games. Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, listen, ain't no secrets here. Like I was trying to tell Gary Washburn, like I try to tell you, no secrets. Yeah, I was 19 when he was drafted. He was drafted in like 1989, right? I was 19 when he was drafted.
Right.
So
yeah, that's right.
I was kind of like, I wasn't paying my own bills. Not exactly.
Fair enough.
But
fair enough.
I would say entertaining guy. And the reports are out there, and we don't have anything definitive right now, but there's some reports that he's in negotiations to be the head coach at Jackson State, HBCU, shout out, Jackson, Mississippi. So Deion Sanders, the recruiter, Deion the recruiter, can you imagine? Deion Sanders as a head coach at Jackson State, I think this is a win for him. I think it's a win for the program. I think it could be game-changing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Sweetness go to Jackson State? Walter Payton?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know it was a different era of college football, especially in the 60s and 70s, where you had a lot of HBCU athletes going to the NFL, and that's before the SEC took a long time to integrate. But once people recognized and got past some of their tendencies and brought in black athletes, you saw fewer and fewer, elite first-round picks going to HBCUs. But I think that could return with Deion Sanders as a head coach. What do you think?
I mean, I'll start with where you started with the recruiter. I mean, I can't imagine a player and or their families, many of whom, like you, will have grown up or, watched Deion Sanders when he was Neon Deion and he was, coming out of Florida State. Like I grew up a Florida State fan, by the way. I grew up in New Orleans, but I was a Florida State fan. So whether it was Ampley, Casey Weldon.
Real quick. How'd that happen, man?
Yeah. So I remember when they were going against Miami every year and they would always have, wide right. I just gravitated toward Bobby Bowden and FSU. And so it was like Warwick Dunn, Ampley, Casey Weldon, Bar Nunn, Terrell Buckley, the whole group, Deion Sanders, obviously. And it's funny, I think I still know the words to the Notre Dame fight song because I made a bet with a graduate of Notre Dame. That 93 game, I think they were both undefeated in South Bend. Charlie Ward might have been the quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. And the bet was I had to learn the Notre Dame fight song. So I think I learned it. I might even still remember it. But anyway, I mean, if you're a parent, like if my son's playing ball, if my son grows up to play football, and Deion Sanders comes to my crib and does his Deion thing, I'm like, dog, you going to Jackson State. Like, because why, Daddy? Because I want to go to Jackson State. Because I want to be around Deion Sanders,
Deion Sanders, no matter what he's doing, it always, like if you turn down, when he's on TV, if you turn down the sound, no matter what he's doing, it almost seems like he's spitting game. It's just, he's spitting game and you buying it the entire time. He's got that smile, he's got that pop, he's got that look. You just believe it. So I would love to see it. I don't know if this thing is close, if they're just wrapping up,
I'm confused. I'm confused about it. I don't know what the last thing is you read. So apparently there's an issue between, he's an Under Armour guy. Jackson State's a Nike school. So there's issues there. But there are reports that the school is denying, or at least sources, for whatever that's worth, are denying that he's even so much as a candidate.
Don't deny it. Why y'all doing that?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like it's not like, oh, we're denying that a deal is close. You know how that game works. You're like, a deal is close. Oh, they're denying that a deal is close. That means they're just negotiating. There are sources denying that he's a candidate. That's a big difference between he's close to being a coach and he's not a candidate for the job. So I don't know if somebody's playing, games or manipulating the media or what. But I think what both you and I are saying is that this would be a good hire for Jackson State.
Okay, I don't want to be disrespectful to college coaches. I don't want to suggest that there's no coaching going on in college football. But you brought up a great example. I didn't even think of it until you brought it up. I was wondering why a guy who grew up in New Orleans, in the shadows of LSU, is rooting for Florida State. I'm not judging. Does it sound like how's my tone on that?
No, you were good.
How's my tone?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I got a good tone.
But just to answer your question real quick, back when I was growing up, New Orleans and LSU, that wasn't a thing. That wasn't when I was growing up. But go ahead.
Okay. All right. So, but you mentioned Bobby Bowden, and one thing you remember about Bobby Bowden, what was it? It just a lot of things. Okay, he had that demeanor, folksy, good with the media. But you see him on the sideline, he had a hat on. But you know what I never saw Bobby Bowden wear?
A headset. Oh, he did. He had a headset. He did have a headset from time to time. But I get what you're saying.
From time to time.
He had a great staff around him. He had Mickey Andrews.
He
was a defensive coordinator. Yeah.
Because that's what you got to do. Look, I think there is coaching involved, obviously, at the highest levels. You look at guys like Nick Saban. When Pete Carroll was at USC, was doing the job, they had their fingerprints in the program. So you can't say it's insignificant. But in college football, recruiting is foundational. If you are a great recruiter, and an above-average coach, you can win a national championship. If you're a great coach and an above-average recruiter, I don't like your chances as much. So I think it'd be a great fit for Deion Sanders.
Well, and also it'd just be a great moment, another great moment in this movement that we're in, this zeitgeist, if you will, when you look at, you've got big-time college basketball players looking at HBCUs. We had one just recently go to Howard. So it'd be major to see Deion Sanders go there, because I think it's no question that he's getting a lot of top-notch talent if, in fact, he does go there. So what else you fired up about?
Oh, we got a
DM. I've been told to check my DMs. Check my DMs. All right. Hold on. See, I got the laptop here. People be thinking I'm not paying attention to you.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, can you grow out your hair and sport this far? Look good, play good, they pay good, Michael.
First of all, he's looking good there. Number 2, Florida State. That is a good, is that prom? Is that homecoming?
Album cover. That's an album cover picture.
Oh, that's an album cover.
That's like Luther Vandross, Keith Sweat type vibes going on there.